Hello friends, I'm Christopher Niño Arca from the City of God Ministry. Now we are on the third and last CSB that we have here that Holman Publishing USA sent to us in exchange for an honest review. Alright, so this is a humongous CSB study Bible, and this comes as a indexed Mahogany Leathertouch. Alright, so before anything else, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget the notification bell. Click on that so you will be notified, you will be updated of any video uploads that we will be having in the very near future. And also, if you like our channel, please support our ministry. Alright, the Seed of God Ministry, so we can continue our evangelization mission. We will put the details down in the description box of this video where you can make your donation. Alright, and we will also be providing the link to the Facebook page of the ministry, so you would know what the Seed of God Ministry is all about. And also, secondly, the Seed of God Ministry is the recognized local distributor by Holman USA here in the Philippines. So if you're here in our country and you're interested with any of the CSB Bibles that we have, just contact us in our Facebook page. Alright, so this Bible comes with a two-piece, very sturdy and thick box. Yeah, CSB Study Bible, Christian Standard Bible, and this comes as an indexed Mahogany Leathertouch. Details are at the back, so if you want to read the details, just feel free pausing the video. And we also have the, wait for it, the ISBN number, retailing at $79.99. Well, you can get it much less if you buy it from the christianbook.com, or you can go direct to Lifeway or Holman. But if you are here in our country, may I remind you, you can get it from us in the Seed of God Ministry. Just hook us up in our Facebook page. Well, so let's take a look at this Bible. It's very big, but I guess I won't be needing to put this back in a box, because every time that I do, a part of the Leathertouch gets chipped off. So I hope Holman listens to me when I say I think they need to make bigger boxes for their Bibles so that it won't get scratched. Well then, so let's compare the CSB Study Bible with our CSB Ancient Faith Study Bible. Actually, if you take a look from it here, at first glance you might say that the CSB Study Bible is way thicker, but it's almost the same. Footprints are almost exact. The width and the length, they're the same. But may I tell you, the gilding, they're quite different, the gilding. The Study Bible's gold gild edges is shinier than the Ancient Faith. The Ancient Faith Study Bible has a thicker gold gilded edge. Alright, so let's measure this Bible. This measures at 7 inches wide, 9.5 inches in length, and the thickness is actually 2 inches to be exact. This Bible is wonderfully decorated with a patched engraving in the middle that goes from the front to the spine up to the back. It's not too elaborate, but it's very attractive, so I kind of like it. I like how they did it. Alright, there's a perimeter stitching, as you can see. It goes all the way back, the perimeter stitching, so it's color brown, and also inside there's also a perimeter stitching as well. And this one is indexed, unlike the other CSB that I got. And can I tell you, they do their thumb indexing very well. And we have two ribbon markers, brown and black. Measures, I think, in excess of 4 inches. And as you can see there, you would notice the signatures, so definitely this is Smythsonian. We have white and brown tail and headbands. Now if we open our Bible, all right, I intentionally opened it here in 2nd Chronicles to see the paragraph format. So this is a 2-column paragraph format, center references, and we have the study notes. We have the study notes and we have the translator notes. All right. So page numbers are in the middle. Page content at the aligned with the outer margin. The font size, I'm not sure. I think this is 9 to 10 points, but we can always go back. Alright, so let me just focus this one for you. The verse numbers are in black. The chapter numbers, I don't know if it's light red or orange. Alright, for the translator notes, everything is black. For the study notes, the numbers are in orange or light red. Now the box here, it's definitely a light shade of orange. Now, so let's take a look at the measurements of the margins that we have here. The outer margin and the inner margin is definitely 1 centimeters. It's both the same. The top and the bottom is 3/4 of a centimeter. The measurement of the center column is 2 3/4 centimeter. The chapter numbers, as I discussed, is in, I think it's in orange or in red. Now let's spot the difference between the CSB Study Bible, and the Ancient Faith. Now the paper on the Ancient Faith is creamier, way creamier than that of the Study Bible. And also, you could spot the difference with their fonts. The font size of the Ancient Faith Study Bible, based on the way I see it here, the Ancient Faith font is bigger than the one with the Study Bible. I won't be discussing much of the translation because both uses the 2017 text. Now, let's proceed. Alright, so from what I'm seeing here, there is a definitely ghosting, but it is not that distracting because I see that it's perfectly line matched. Now, this is the interesting part. We are in the title page and this Bible lays flat. Definitely. Even though this is a paste down liner on the cardstock on both front and back. The presentation page is written on a cardstock. We have the two title pages. Sorry about that. And let's check out the copyright page. And yes, I am right. Let's see, 2017, and we have quite a number of styles and different page ISBN. Alright, and let's move on to the table of contents. We have So we have the books of the Bible. We have it in alphabetical arrangement, and we have the introduction to the CSB study Bible. Now, if any one of you are new to this study Bible, I suggest that you read the details in the introduction so you would know how to manage well your CSB study Bible. Features of the CSB study Bible. And this is an example what I showed you earlier. It's an example of the content. And here are also the samples of the different illustrations, which we will see as we open the Bible. Introduction to every books of the Bible, and there are definite timelines in every introduction. And we also have the sample. We have the sample essays inside, contributors, now we have a list of study note contributors, and this, what I could say here, that the contributors are very diverse. So we have Southern Baptists, from Dallas Theological Seminary. Alright, so we also have the essay contributors. So these are the different essays that's inside. How to read and study the Bible, reading the Bible for transformation, the origin, transmission, and canonization of the OT books. Alright, so I won't get into the details. We have the maps, the illustrations, and charts. The lists are here. And may I say, it's quite a lot. And here are the Hebrew word studies, which we will show you later on as we go along. As we have our Hebrew word studies, we also have our Greek word studies. Then we have the commonly used abbreviations in the CSB. Now, if you're new to the translation, this is the introduction to the Christian Standard Bible. I won't get I won't get into the details because I already discussed it in my review of the CSB Ultra Thin and also of the Ancient Faith Study Bible. Now, so here we go. So before we get into the text block, we have How to Read and Study the Bible by George Guthrie. And may I say, if you want to pretty much understand the study Bible, so before you get into the biblical texts, may I suggest you read these articles. This is a definitely exact. These are the tools that you would be able to study and learn on how to utilize your Bible, your study Bible, very well. Now, if you don't read these articles, it's your choice, but may I suggest, maximize the use of your study Bible. Read and study the articles here. Now we have the origin, transmission, and canonization of the Old Testament books. So moving on. So like I said earlier, this book is very organized. So this is not just divided by books, it is divided by parts. So here we are in the Old Testament, like what I'm saying. So we have the Pentateuch first, and there's an introduction to the Pentateuch by Daniel Block, and there we have the illustration on how they read the scrolls. Alright, so after having the introduction to the part of the Pentateuch, we have, ta-da! Introduction to the books, introduction to Genesis. So every book has their own illustration cover. And then each book has its own introduction and timeline at the bottom. So we have the circumstances of writing, message and purpose, contribution to the Bible, structure, and the outline. May I suggest get into the details before reading the text block itself, because that's the only way you will know on how to understand, like here, the book of Genesis. Alright, so let us proceed. This is, and like what I said earlier, here in the Old Testament we have the study notes. I'm sorry. These are word studies, which is found in the study notes, like Yom. Hebrew pronunciation, it's Yom. CSB translation, day for day and time. Its uses in Genesis 152 times. Uses in the Old Testament 2,300 times. Focus passage, Genesis, and these are the verses where the word Yom is used. So these are good examples of the pictures. These are actual pictures. Alright. And this picture and the pictures that you find at the footnotes, down at the footnotes, these are the details that is found in the text at the top. The Cyrus cylinder. And this is what we call the assistive maps. Assistive maps meaning the maps that you find within the biblical text are the maps that is being discussed within those texts. So let's take a look. For example, this is an example of the assistive maps that I told you earlier. Alright, so we have Shem, Ham, and why is this here? So you will be able to understand the tables of nations, which is being discussed here at the top. Now moving along in the New Testament, the words of Christ are in red. And the red here is not very loud, it's dark. It's very dark. Let me focus it for you. Alright, and it does not hurt the eye. You won't be able to notice that with the camera here, but in my here in the actual scenario, the red is very comfortable to read. Now, if there are any references in the Old Testament here in the New Testament, those are printed in bold. So they would be easily identified as the phrases used in reference to the Old Testament. Now, after the book of Revelation, we have the map, the siege of Jerusalem, Titus campaigns. So you have a better understanding of the time during the time of the Revelations. And after that, we have the article, What Really Happened to the Apostles, by Sean McDowell. This is very interesting, so you would have a better understanding of what happened to the apostles when they died. And also, let's move along. So we have a very detailed concordance here. Alright, the prints are small, but it's still very readable, and it's very complete. The concordance here is 72 pages. That's a lot. And after the concordance, we have Bible reading plans. We have the 3-year Bible reading plan. And we also have the Daily Bread, Word of God in a Year. And we have Memory Plan, Art Credits, and definitely we will be going to the maps. The maps are printed in a not so glossy cardstock. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just a second, and 8. All right, so after that, so we're done. The tools here in the CSB Studied Bible are concise and very helpful for study. I, for one, will include this Bible in my exegesis writing, besides my original languages, the Tanakh, the Septuagint, and the Greek New Testament. So, I suggest that if you want a deep dive Bible for study, with extensive notes, with extensive study helps, this is the right Bible for you. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Take care and bye-bye.